There's this woman, this is from Breitbart. There's this woman nutty as a donut with nuts on it. Nuttier than a fruitcake. Her name is Marianne Williamson. And Marianne's supposed to be something. She's a Democrat running for president. I know she ran for president. I don't know if she's still running, but running for president. And she's supposed to be one of those, like, I don't know if she called herself a Christian, but she's supposed to be saying all these cute things that's supposed to make you go, and then she feel like she's right. But she's nutty as a fruitcake. And this woman, now I don't know which is worse, that this woman asked people to do it and the people did it, or the people did it. I don't know which one is worse. You decide. This woman, a nut, just a nutcase. Marianne Williamson asked white people to apologize to black people for so-called past evils. A video, and someone sent us this video. Hey, you got to take a look at this. I forgot who. I saw it on when it came in, but I forgot who recommended. Thank you, though, whoever recommended this to us. There's a video. A video has surfaced of a Democrat presidential candidate, Marianne Williamson. In it, she's asking white people to apologize to black people for the evils committed against black people. It's just so crazy. That's why you need to be born again, so you can see crazy. In 2018, during her Love America tour, Williamson asked the white people to turn to the black people there and repeat this apology. And get some water or something, because this is going to make you want to throw up. The white people did it. Here's a soundbite. Marianne Williamson addresses a church in Houston.
As I speak, I'm going to ask the white Americans in the room to please repeat after me. On behalf of myself and on behalf of my country, to you and all African Americans, from the beginning of our nation's history to any instances of police brutality, to the denial of opportunity for economic injustice, from my heart, I apologize. Please forgive us.
What? Have you seen that?
No, that was the first time I've seen that.
What do you think about it?
Make you want to cuss?
I would think the same thing. Make you want to cuss.
It was just crazy stuff.
White people, what's wrong with y'all? No wonder everybody hates you. You're so weak. The men are as bad as the women.
And they sitting there in a circle holding hands, and black people don't even care about that.
Blacks are sucking it up, though. They're thinking, oh, reparations looking pretty good now. They're not even African Americans. They are black people in America, black Americans. Whoever sent this to me, thank you. God bless you. This is so crazy. Just, I don't know. I don't understand. I do understand white people having fear, but at some point you have to say, I'm scared, but I ain't that scared. And if I was black, I wouldn't want white people doing this to me. All right, enough is enough.
It looks like she heard about the knockout games, and she's like, we're going to apologize.
And did you see the white men stand up doing that too?
Yeah.
And Marianne going to this hypnotic voice, mama's voice, please forgive me to the black folks. I bet no one in that room did anything to black people. I'd be like, get your hand on me. Are you crazy?
That's a mess.
Promise Keepers, I don't know if you know about this, Gerald, there was a major organization at one time called Promise Keepers. And they were going around town holding these big stadium meetings, affairs, event for men. And the world started to attack them. The women of the world and the weak men followed. Beta Bear followed. And eventually, they decided they were going to apologize to black people. These men. And I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe they had the white people apologize to the black at one of these events. And after that point, it was over.
So
the thing ended.
So they just had an event like this lady did, or?
But it was bigger. They may still exist. I haven't heard anything about them or from them, but it's nothing like what it used to be. The stadiums were full of men, were filled with men. And now if they exist, it's so minute, I don't even hear about them.
But why do they do these? I'm confused on what do they think that they're getting out of it, from it? Like, I
think that they think if they appease black people, maybe black people stop complaining, blaming, and killing them, and robbing them, and raping them, and accusing them. I think they think the appeasement will change that. I think that's what they want to do. I think they're trying to get along with the blacks.
Yeah.
And I don't think they have sense enough to see it getting worse. All these weak things they're doing are only making it worse.
I see.
But I think they're trying to appease the blacks.
Apologize to them, letting them know that we don't have nothing against you.
Yeah, that we sorry about slavery. Right. We mean it. And they had nothing to do with slavery. It just, and when those men, there was a lot of white men who just said, no, we ain't stand up apologize to no blacks. And when they saw it, they walked out. They left it. Yeah. They didn't return. But apparently they're still around. But I don't know what they're doing right now. And here's another example of Christian blending it into the world and just doing it the world way and not God's way, the children of the light way. This is from CBS Austin. Remember the illegal aliens are trying to come in, right? Right? And the Democrats want them in. They want open borders, really. And they only want it for the vote and power. It's not that they love, because in a fallen state, it's impossible to love. The one thing I know for sure, and without a doubt, if I'm wrong about everything else, I'm not wrong that in anger you don't have any love. It doesn't work. That's why life is so bad. That's why people break up. That's why they fight. That's why we have wars. Because angry people are driven by ego, which is the nature of Satan. But here's another church that's blended with the world. Instead of leading the way that the world might see, they're following the world. CBS Austin. That's where we get this from. Houston churches offer sanctuary to undocumented immigrants, meaning illegal aliens. There's churches in Houston open their doors to undocumented immigrants over the week after news of the planned raid by Immigration and Custom Enforcement on Sunday. There's this woman, Sheila Jackson Lee, a dirty, nasty, non-Christian woman, as evil as they can be. Texas Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee made this announcement alongside so-called faith community leaders at Living Waters Ministry. Here is a news report on Living Water Ministry.
Pastor Robert Stearns is opening up Living Water Ministries as a refuge for undocumented immigrants afraid of the planned ICE raids tomorrow.
We want to be a beacon light for those who may be in fear.
His church is one of several in Houston opening up.
We're standing with pastors who have committed to opening their doors if there are those who feel that they're in jeopardy where they are.
Amazing, huh? So Sheila Jackson Lee is of the world, not of God. She's of Satan, not of God. And yet, the so-called pastor of the church is willing to follow this woman and do wrong, openly do wrong, pretending that he's doing right. I'm wondering, is there money behind it? What is it that caused him to do that? He knows that that's wrong if he's a pastor of God, unless he went to school to be a preacher or something. That's wrong. First of all, these people are breaking the law to come here. They are illegal criminals. And then they're bringing in every disease and drugs and crime and everything. They don't believe like we believe. They don't have the same values. Why would any pastor, so-called pastor, go along with this? So those two examples are just small examples of all of it. For some reason, the church have become one with the world and not the world become one with the church. The world is now following, the Christians are now following the ways of the children of Satan. It's no wonder your family lives are not working. No wonder you have all the same type of problems. You have doubt, you have fear, you have no love for one another, no patience, no nothing. You're stressed out, you're having heart attacks, you're doing what the world, because you're following the children of Satan, so you're of them. It wasn't like this when I was growing up. The world had to follow up. When I look at TV shows, it's so worldly, meaning that it's just so corrupt. Every evil thing you can think of is being pushed on TV shows and in movies. And you just go along with it and you worship the people who are acting out these things.